we're still talking high achieving women. I want to get back to marriage and all those things. But I have a hypothetical that I think can lean us into also distinguishing what our desires end up really being as high achieving women looking to date. So here's our hypothetical. I want y'all to play along too if you're sitting at your desk or in your car, all the things. So here we go. You finally believe you've met the man of your dreams and he just proposed to you. However, he has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that requires him to move overseas for a year. While he wants you to join him, you feel it's a crucial time for your own career advancement. You must choose between supporting his ambitions and or potentially jeopardizing your own career progression. What would you, as a coach, advise someone to do in this situation?
That's an excellent question. I would advise the gentleman to go overseas.
Okay.
Please pursue whatever your dreams are. Get it done. I'm staying my black ass here.
Okay.
I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing. It's a year. That is a joke in the comparison of the lifelong partnership that we intend on having. What is 1 year out of 40 plus more that we could have together? You go do your thing. I'm going to stay here. We'll fly every other month. It'll work. It's not a big deal.
Now, what if it is to him and there's an ultimatum?
Okay.
Like, that's where the question says, like, do you stay for your own career
It's an ultimatum?
It's a, I want you to be with me. And if you don't come with me for this year, maybe that year's a lot. Mind you, Wolf said it takes him a year to even know if he likes a bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't be shaking your head, laughing over there. To me, 1 year is a lot. If I look at where I was just 1 year ago, so many things have changed.
Yeah.
Again, having a friend who woke up and had breast cancer one day, like seeing my friend literally go, my friend Deandra, we had Thanksgiving. This next Thanksgiving, she had a whole baby. Like, there's all of these things that realistically, though, happen within the year of time. So if this man is saying, yeah, this is a long time for me not to be with my partner, and you're choosing your job to stay here, I don't know if
and
this
he's
works.
choosing his job to go overseas.
Right.
Right? And so that's why that goes back to the conversation of making sure that the people that you're dating understand and appreciate the work that you do so that a gentleman, ideally, a gentleman like that would not put you in that position. But let me answer your question because I hate when people give hypotheticals and don't answer and they give the other option. So what I would say is I don't think that they're appropriately yoked. I don't think that they make because that's why I said ultimatum.
Okay.
We're not married. We don't have children.
He just proposed.
Right. He proposed and we're already setting up for ultimatums for things that are practical, like things that we can work through. I know you said that 1 year is 3, but come on.
I kind of agree.
In the grand scheme of things, it's 1 year, and you're telling me that if I don't put my career on hold to traipse around the world with you for your career, not, I need to care for my mom. Like, this, my job for your job?
Can I ask you a real question then? Just because to me, it's a long time. To a lot of our listeners, it's a long time. Okay, I may not be able to get away from my job because I'm a high achieving woman more than maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the year because I'm a busy person, right? Is there then the conversation around sex? Now, I know you deal with monogamy.
Yeah.
Is it realistic to also expect a partner to hold out for a year or months on end because you don't have the ability to be in the same city or same country even? That's what this hypothetical is giving. Like, what then becomes the conversation about my needs sexually?
Yeah, wait.
Ooh.
Especially, all right, if we're talking about more traditional relationship, we're talking about childbearing age.
Right.
There are going to be seasons that are sexless, medically, right? Energetically.
Okay.
So what you're telling me is you can't wait 2 months, but guess the doctor told me I had to wait 2 months to F you regardless, right? There's going to be times where we cannot do this thing.
Okay.
For whatever reason. So if you're telling me you can't wait 3 months,
here's the problem
that's
with
outrageous.
what we're talking about, though. Sexual needs to imply that someone is so thirsty, they're going outside of your initial rules.
You're right.
Or like the model of your relationship, that's fucked up. Like, what fucking weak ass nigga can't wait 2 months? That's insane.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's why I said a year.
No. My
We were talking about a
man
year.
maybe not be able to wait 2 months, and I probably can't wait 2 months because that's what the fuck we do. But if, let's just say we talk about all the time closing our relationship during pregnancy. Let's just say I'm sick or something like that, and he had to get pussy that bad, what a fucking slap in the face to me.
Absolutely.
I really think a lot of the times when we think about time we need to spend away, the fear of someone being with someone else just because we're unavailable due to work and goals, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
When you were reading this, I was going to say the word ultimatum. I don't agree with ultimatums for someone who loves me.
Ultimatums.
I don't like when someone won't compromise for me. I don't believe you should ever sacrifice, but knowing you can't make a compromise for me lets me know you don't give a fuck.
I agree.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
If there's ever like, deal with it, break up with me, that type of talk, that's that manipulative, narcissistic, like, I'm good on you.
Right.
So I think a year in the grand scheme is small if you're comparing it to 40 years. And I've also had successful long distance relationships where I was comfortable and happy. But I know that's also finances too, being able to leave.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now though, if I didn't really like
thing.
my job too much, I'd be like, okay, baby, I'll go live in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Yeah.
I'll practice being a housewife. Guess what else I would do? I'll practice doing my side hustle. Every high-powered woman I know, even if they're in corporate, they've got a dream about some side thing they want to do.
Right.
I would then say, hey, if I move there, I want you to support me and this side venture.
Yeah.
And that's where the extra money goes into. I think there's a lot of ways. However, I do understand women feel like they have to sacrifice for a man a lot.
Mm.
I'm choosing my career. I'm staying too, like you said.
Yeah, I would stay. And my
if I loved my career, I would.
And if there's an ultimatum, then, like you said, he's just not the one for you.
Right. And you're setting yourself up for a shit show of a life. If this is just your fiance, and now the expectations that I have to give up everything to chase your dreams, this is only going to become more problematic.
Yo, that's why
I agree.
A lot of the men today that are quote unquote high value, I used to kind of joke about how they really don't date women that got shit going on.
Yeah.
But now I kind of see why.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because you really, really do need someone who can be available to you every single second.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, they want that.
They want that, right.
They do.
But a woman probably would not be attracted to a gentleman who could just drop anything and everything. Unless he works remotely, right? Like, I don't think most women would be attracted to a gentleman who could just traipse around the world following them.
Of course.
Yeah, like that would be
You want to know, like, damn, what the fuck? Do you have your own life?
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah, but also on the same token, there's a lot of conversation about these, again, high achieving men, that they would want someone who can easily just travel, who could easily just, but then sometimes they also want someone that they can have intellectual conversation who understands and appreciates the nature of the game. You were sharing, like, even though your partner works, quote unquote, a 9 to 5, he understands business. He understands.
Oh, yes, my ex, yes, he did.
The previous
yeah.
guy, or the real estate gentleman, he understands what it looks like to invest. He understands what it's like to double down, how to make sure that you are scaling your business. Like, he understands the language and he's excited about it. Right? He wants to go to conferences. He wants to know what's going on. So, again, we talked about generalizations. You're finding your guy.
Right.
It's about you finding your person. And that's why hiring a coach is ideal, because I don't want you wasting the time you don't have dating people who are just inappropriate matches, not bad people. Right? The bartender wasn't a bad guy. He wasn't an appropriate match for you.